it's MK. Welcome back to MK Quilts. So I haven't done a YouTube in a while, and the one that I'm about to share with you today is just a little bit different. So I get a lot of questions still on my SimStyle group, on my email, on other social media, through my YouTube channel about this whole business with how I use simulation for doing layout and rendering. Now, I try to give as much free content as I can on YouTube, but some of that whole genre that I've kind of labeled layout and rendering, it's pretty meaty. There's a lot to it, and it's hard to just do that all on YouTube and do it justice. And the other thing is I really do save most of the bulk of that instruction for my paying clients, right? And I don't feel that it's right that they've had to pay for it and then I just start giving it away for free. But what I thought I would do today in this next video is I did a layout the other day, and I basically just turned on my screen capture software. I didn't do any speaking, and I just let you kind of watch as I built this layout. Now, there are sections in this video that you're gonna see. There's words over the top of it. I sped up the video really fast. I condensed this whole layout down into about a 6 or 7 minute video. Okay, so don't, get frustrated by that. It's meant to be that way, just so that you can kind of watch that I actually do what I teach. This is how I do layout and rendering. It's just kind of done really, really fast. So take a look, take a listen, read through some of the text that I dropped on top of it, and then I'll meet you right back here to wrap things up. All right, so there you have it. I know that went by quick and I didn't really do a whole lot of instructing, but I think if you really just kind of think through some of the text that I laid on there and some of the basics, really all that I'm doing is experimenting with things like repeat, duplicate, area, alignment, and I am just experimenting. I don't know if you caught it in that video, but I got partly into the layout and then I'm like, nope, I really don't want to do it that way. I'd rather do it this way. So even though I teach many of those skills and techniques in my layout and rendering class, when I sit down to do a layout, it's really just, it kind of just flows and it happens, and I might not do one layout exactly the way that I did the other one because I'm thinking it through. Sometimes I use a line drawing, sometimes I don't. You know, it's just, if you really just commit to taking that simulation, sitting with it maybe just an hour every night, and just kind of playing with it. Create pretend quilts, create pretend areas, create pretend layouts. Just really kind of take it down to the basic. Pull something in, align it, resize it. It's all of those things that we do at our quilt anyway. It's just kind of taking that process away from the quilt so that you can actually think through some of those things before you're actually standing there, you know, doing all of that layout and all of that at the quilt. It's really meant to save you time, even though it takes time in and of itself. So I hope that that's just kind of a really broad overview that you can take away something from the video. And of course, if you want further instruction, all of my rental classes are up on MK Quilts, and you can take that clearly much slower. You can have me there on the video talking you through every step and really just explaining it in much more detail. So as always, you guys, thanks for following. Thanks for joining me here at MK Quilts today. And from my studio to yours, happy quilting. Bye-bye.